In the metals quadrant, taking a look at the May copper futures contract, which has moved higher for the seventh session in the last 8. But in those 8 sessions, only 2 of those have had a closing price lower than its own open. In other words, same day close versus same day open. When I'm saying 7 higher versus the last 8, I'm comparing that to the prior day's close. And one of those days was today, where we opened on a gap higher, rallied up to a new high, and then came down and closed lower than today's open, but still higher than yesterday's close. This shows a small amount of underlying weakness, but certainly the trend in copper hasn't changed. Since the rotational low on March 27th, copper is now up about 8%. The high today, 4 spot 3330, up 1.34%. The low, 4 spot 2525, down about 0.5%, a little bit more than that. And we ended up the day up about 1/3%. Supply concerns remain. China refinery disruptions continue stoking supply fears that we'll have a supply shortage at some time in the future. A Citibank analyst talked about that in a report earlier today. And supply disruptions are definitely a concern considering the economic strength we've seen, especially in the manufacturing sector. Manufacturing PMIs across the globe have bottomed, according to recent data, and even the US manufacturing, according to the ISM PMI, has gone into expansion territory. This would be bullish for industrial metals if it were to continue, especially in the context of a potential Fed rate cut. And then you add to that the dollar, which has an inverse relationship historically to industrial metals, and the dollar dropped to a 2-week low in the aggregate, but did recover to unchanged today. Could be part of the reason copper came off the high, but that doesn't change the fact that yields were lower across the board today, and the treasury curve, in the treasury curve, I should say, even after an acceptable 3-year note auction that we had today, lower yields in the treasury curve, just like a Fed rate cut, is theoretically bullish for industrial metals, and copper did finish higher today.